with Stan coming in. That was big time. Yeah, maybe that kind of jump starts us and gets us into the battle a bit.
Obviously, they had some good chances early. Connor Hellebuck makes some good saves, but you guys strike twice really quick. We've seen that happen a lot with this team, those 2 goals in a short span. Is that just momentum kind of feeding off each other?
Sure, I guess. I thought Bucky was real solid back there, and he saved our bacon quite a few times. It was a vintage game by him, and then anytime you can score in bunches like that, obviously it gives you a real confidence boost and a good chance and kind of gets you feeling good.
On your goal, which ended up being the game winner, I guess you see the loose puck there because it was a lot of bodies around, right?
Yeah, it was almost one of those where you're so far away from it, you expect the goalie to eventually find it before you get there, but it seemed like he couldn't quite locate it, and then you just get there and try to win that little stick battle and bury it.
To Mike's point about that early push, you guys are kind of like a slingshot in that you're able to kind of absorb what they do defensively, but then you shoot it down ice and turn it into offense. What does this team do so well that you're able to be on your heels and on your toes so quickly?
I think it's a patience thing. When you're in the D zone, maybe it's a longer extended shift for them, but your spots to be, and you kind of hold them to the outside, and when you're doing that, they're kind of almost getting more tired than you if you're kind of just packing it in, playing a tight game, and then from there, if they got too many guys lower, one little breakdown, you pick off a pass, you grab a rebound off Bucky or something like that, then you quick, transition offense. It's, go, go, go. There was that one where Gabe almost connected for a breakaway early in the game where, they were hemmed in their own end for a little bit, and then almost, the best chance would have been that breakaway. But, just kind of a, strong defense, bend, don't break mindset, and then from there, kind of go play your offense.
Power play obviously had a tough night, but the penalty kill did not. You're in the box there. I mean, I don't even think your teammates let them get set up, and that's a pretty pivotal power play for them, right? Pretty much a clinic at that point.
Yeah, that was a good one to watch from the box. You take a penalty with that time left. Obviously, it's a little more stressful, but I thought we did a really good job killing that one off. Like you said, I don't think they ever got set up. We probably had 5-6 clears in those 2 minutes.
This morning, your coach was mentioning just how each win has felt really different on this streak. Number 11, how did this win feel, and how does the whole body of work feel?
That was probably the ugliest one, I think. I think he would say that too. But at the end of the day, when you put together a streak like this, not every win is going to look the same. That'd be almost impossible. So I think it's a testament to the type of team we are and how deep we are, and find different ways to win. Not everyone's going to be a Picasso, and tonight we felt like we gave up a little too much, but still found a way to get the win, and that's what matters.
You get the sense Adam stepped in there to just kind of calm things down the way that they were going. You guys score 2 shortly after that. Is that a coincidence, or do you see a correlation?
No, I think that's who else he is. He can kind of impose his will on teams, and guys are very conscious of that, and maybe a little fearful. And he's a big, strong dude, and when he grits his teeth a little bit, I think everyone on the other bench definitely notices it.
Thank you.
Mason just said felt like you guys maybe withstood some early pressure. Connor Hellebuck had a big part in that, but to get the goal that you guys get, open the scoring, you guys have been almost unbeatable this year when you score first. How big of a momentum swing did that feel?
Yeah, that was big. Obviously, they came out with a good push, and Bucky, like Gappy said, Bucky made some great saves and held us in there, and then we got a quick chance, capitalized, and then kind of momentum shifted our way, and that's all we kind of needed, and then we went from there. But Bucky, he's been our backbone all year, and he continued to do that tonight.
Sure was quick. I mean, how surprised were you to suddenly get the puck where you were standing?
I was circling back almost to get ready to back check, and then Fly made a great play. Kind of just as soon as I saw him get it, I just stopped and put it right on my stick, and it was too hard to. I thought it was going to be too hard to handle, so I just kind of chopped at it and ended up going in. So it was a good bounce.
We've seen this team, Claire, we've seen this team win so many games this year where the power play has been such a huge part of it. A night like tonight doesn't capitalize, and maybe in years past that could actually sap momentum and things don't turn out the way they did. So what does it say about this group that in spite of a power play, you're still able to go on to success tonight?
Yeah, obviously, our power play's been great all year. We've been able to, win games and give us a lot of momentum, and that first unit's been fantastic, and they had some good looks tonight. Goalie made some nice saves, and it's not going to go every time. So that was a great, rebound from our group because, you're right, 4-minute and then a 5-on-3 can sometimes be a momentum shift for the other team, but we didn't really let them, and I thought we did a good job after that. Obviously, we want to score there and kind of, really put the game away, but it was a good response from our team.
Mason was mentioning that he felt of this 11-game win stretch, this game was the ugliest. What do you think of that statement?
Yeah, it's probably true. I mean, it's not going to be pretty every night. We won 11 in a row. Like, it's pretty, not every game is going to be great, but if we're still finding ways to win when we don't, play our best, I think that says a lot about our group. We're winning in different ways. We're all different styles, and I think that says a lot about our group as well. But, yeah, obviously, tonight you don't want to play like that, but when you got the best goalie in the world, it helps, and some, timely goals, and you end up, winning a game that, sometimes you might not win, and just move on and go to Nashville.
All that said, I know you guys didn't like your start, but you guys go up by 2. You're on an 11-game winning streak. There's every excuse there for you guys to kind of take the night off. Instead, it seemed like you guys got better defensively as the game went on. What does that say about this group that you would make that push to do that?
Yeah, well, I think that's our strength, and obviously we have some high-end talent scorers, and we score a lot of goals. But at the same time, I think we also, we're a big part of our offense comes from our defense. A big part of our success is all about our structure defensively, and you don't want to rely all on Bucky, but when you need him, he makes that big save, and then our structure is we're everyone's bought in, and we're playing detailed hockey right now, and then I think we're that's a big part of our success. So we're just trying to stay on that detail.
Just one more for me, Cole, but being an Ontario boy, you only get out here twice a year, once Toronto, once Ottawa. I think you scored here in Ottawa a couple seasons ago. Is it a little extra special to get one in your home province?
Yeah, there's a couple of people here. Parents drove in, not too far from Whitby, and some family and friends that are out here in Ottawa. So it's definitely nice to score in front of them, and it's nice to play close to home and see my parents and see the friends and family. So I'm gonna go do that right now.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
To critique a win at all. Mason said of the 11, he said coach would probably say that was the ugliest of the 11. Would you concur with that, and why?
I would concur. The first 2 periods, pretty sloppy. Just, you know what, it's bound to happen. We couldn't make a play. We weren't connecting. We did a lot of things that are uncharacteristic of us. But at the end of the day, it was we played a lot better in the third. Did a lot of good things, and then just found a way to win the hockey game, which we needed to do.
Do you feel like that was maybe a product like Ottawa looked like a desperate bunch, right?
Yeah.
It looked like they were kind of really coming pushing right off the hop. So did you guys maybe get lured into that kind of game a little bit?
Well, you could tell right off the bat how physical it was.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a little bit scrappy right off the bat. We knew they were going to be that way, that they're going to come out hard, especially not having a lot of their top players in the lineup and guys given bigger roles. And, for us, it was just, there were some parts that were good, but at the end of the day, it came down to execution and just not being heavy on pucks. But like I said, it was 2 periods of that, and then in the third period, we got back to sort of locking it down. Had a really good penalty kill late in the third as well, and just did what we had to do to make sure we got out of here with 2 points.
Can you explain from a coach's perspective why it matters that after you have 2 periods you don't like that you finish the game the way you did?
Yeah, well, that's our leadership group. That's our captains recognizing it too, that there's a way we need to play consistently, and we're always trying to build our brand towards what's coming down the road. And we're going to have big games from now to the end of the season. We're going to have big games getting into the playoffs. So these are situations when it's not going your way, and it was throughout the whole bench. It wasn't just 4 or 5 guys. There was a big group of guys having a tough night, and it was just the way we sort of hunkered down in the third period and really shut it down is what we needed to do. And that came a lot from our leadership group.
I know you ended up shorthanded on the Stanley exchange there, but I imagine that's a penalty you'll gladly try and kill off because you probably like the response, and same with Adam after the hit on Mason, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's us sticking together. We don't want to, obviously, Scheif, our top player, you don't want to see anybody taking runs at him or whatever, those situations. There wasn't a call. Maybe I thought there should have been, but at the end of the day, great that Stan got in there, and then obviously Lau jumping in there real quick for help Apple. That's just signs of a real good hockey team that care for each other.
Do you see a correlation between Lau stepping in, calming the game down, and the 2 goals that Turner followed after?
Maybe a little bit. There might be something into that. He's a presence. He's a big man, and he's there's not a lot of guys in this league that like to kind of go up against him when he gets angry like that. He can be a force. But I did like the way we capitalized quick on a couple of them there, on a couple of their mistakes, and that's what you need to do on the road in the first period. If you can get teams on their heels and get them trying to play catch up, that leads towards usually success.
I feel like we almost take him for granted, Connor Hellebuyck, but again, it's just him being him, I know, but especially early in that game, right?
The second period too. There was, as much as we had opportunities, power play, different scenarios, we gave up some chances, and Helly was there. And like I've said, we win hockey games in different ways, different fashions, and tonight Helly had to be big. He had to make some key saves for us to keep us in a game that we weren't real good at early on. And, this team certainly helped him in the third, but at the end of the day, that's what Helly does. He's our backbone. Thank you.